Greg Ehrenberg from OddsShopper here to start off our weekend with the best MLB bets of the day. So like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, leave a comment below, and let me know what you have action on today. What are your favorite bets? Anything from a no run in first inning, money line, run line, player prop, anything on the board that you have money on, let me know in the comment section. If that bet wins, you have a chance to win free prizes, such as yesterday. Che said that he was betting the Jays Angels over 8.5 runs, and it didn't matter that the Blue Jays scored 0 runs because the Angels scored 12. They put up a massive number on the board against Toronto. As a result, the over hits. And Che, you win 1 free week of our premium betting Discord. Message me on Twitter so I can get that set up for you. Talking about my bets from yesterday, it was a pretty good day. And overall, it's been a good week overall for the bets. Been a pretty profitable week. So yesterday, went 3 for 3 on our bets. All 3 of them won. And they all won fairly easily. It's not like we really had any sweats in there. They were all bets that there wasn't really too much doubt about. So getting into those ones from yesterday, one of them was over 7 runs in the Cardinals-Braves game. And we had a good start from Spencer Strider. But with that said, Jose Quintana got hit really hard by the Braves. So that was a game where I think the over hit in like the 6th inning or something like that. So it was one where there was a whole bunch of runs scored individually. The Braves had enough runs just by themselves to hit the over in that spot. So that was a win. And then we had 2 strikeout props and pitchers that were going head to head. Glenn Otto under 5.5 strikeouts. He finished with 3. So that one won pretty easily. And then Tyler Alexander under 3.5 strikeouts. That was a plus money bet. That one hit. He is yet to strike out 4 hitters in any single start this year. So 3 for 3 on yesterday's bets. It was a good way to bring us into the weekend. And now it's time to start the weekend off with the best bets of the day. For the first bet of the day, it's a familiar one. It is Alex Cobb over 4.5 strikeouts at plus money. I don't know how many times we've bet this exact same line as of late, but it's been a really profitable one, and I don't understand how Alex Cobb is not getting more gaudy strikeout prop numbers. We have him projected right around 5.5 right now over at OddsShopper, and Alex Cobb is having one of the best seasons of his career. He now has a sub-4 ERA, and earlier in the year, his underlying numbers always looked really good, but the ERA didn't quite match it. Now, finally, he's starting to see some of his luck regress. The strand rate is coming down. The BABIP is coming down a little bit. So his ERA is sub-4 to go along with a 3.16 expected ERA and then also a 3.00 FIP. The strikeout rate for him is solid this year at 24.1%, which is what we care most about when it comes to looking at the strikeout prop for Alex Cobb. What does his strikeout rate look like? 24.1%. That is well above his career average. And then the matchup against the Twins, it's not necessarily the best matchup that we have of the entire day, but the Twins offense has sputtered a little bit as of late. And this is a matchup for Alex Cobb, where once again, we only needed him to get to 5 strikeouts. And last start, he only had 3, but keep in mind, that was a matchup on the road in Coors Field at altitude. So anytime a pitcher isn't putting up their best performance in Coors Field, I think it kind of comes with an asterisk, but it starts before then. 5 strikeouts, 7, 8, 11, 6, 5. So we had 5 consecutive starts where he was 5+ strikeouts before going into Coors Field. And for today, it's plus money on over 4.5 strikeouts. So great season so far for Alex Cobb. The strikeouts have been there. The real results are starting to match the underlying numbers. So first bet of the day, Alex Cobb over 4.5 strikeouts. We've got a couple of different sponsorship offers on today's show and trying something out a little bit different here because we're starting to line up more sponsorships as we head into the football season. And to bring you guys the most value possible, I want to bring up both these deals for you because they're both free money offers. One is the DK Sportsbook one that I've talked about the last few days. You bet $5 on any NFL preseason game, and DK Sportsbook is going to give you $200. We've got a similar offer from FanDuel Sportsbook now. Place a $5 bet on anything when you sign up at FanDuel, and they're going to give you $150 for free. So you could start off your football season right now with $350 lined up in your bankroll, and all it's going to take is a $10 investment from you. So we got a couple of links that are going to get posted below in the comment section. You click on those to sign up, and if you take advantage of both these offers, like I said, FanDuel and Sportsbook, it's like Christmas for the start of football season. Maybe we could even get 1 or 2 more of these offers to line up for you guys before football season starts, because these sports books are giving away money to get people in the door to open up football season, and you guys should be taking advantage of it. It is a no-brainer deal, and it's a pretty significant amount of money now. $350 across a couple of sports books, and if we get 1 or 2 in the mix, we could set up a situation where you guys could deposit, $10, $15, maybe even a little bit more than that to start off your bankroll with a pretty significant amount of money. So it's free money. Don't pass up this offer. $5 into $150 from FanDuel, $5 into $200 over at DK Sportsbook. Just sign up by clicking on the links below in the comment section. The next bet I'm looking at is under 4.5 strikeouts for Davis Martin. And this is one of the higher probability bets that we have in our projections today. Davis Martin under 4.5 strikeouts. We have winning 73% of the time. And when it comes to Davis Martin's numbers this year, they are very underwhelming and probably should be. He is a 25-year-old rookie, totally unranked prospect. Didn't really have great numbers in the minor leagues this year. In fact, not just not great numbers, flat out terrible numbers in AAA this season for the White Sox. 5.18 ERA, 4.78 FIP. For whatever reason, they saw this and was like, all right, let's get this guy at the big league level. And he has a 4.25 ERA, 4.79 expected ERA. And what's really important from looking at him from a strikeout perspective, only a 17.4% K rate for Martin at the major league level. And something else, too, when it comes to the ERA, maybe not looking terrible at 4.25. He has split time between relief and starts this year. And it's just easier to have a lower ERA when you're a reliever than you do as a starter. But still, looking at some of the recent starts for Ben Martin, his last start came in a really easy matchup against the Royals. He had just 3 strikeouts in 5 2/3 innings. He had a long relief appearance against the A's. He pitched 3 1/3 innings, only had 3 strikeouts. Start before that against Cleveland, he pitched 6 innings, had 3 strikeouts. And then before that, a really easy matchup against the Tigers, pitched 5 1/3 innings with 3 strikeouts. So these have been really easy matchups for Martin, and he's still not really generating that many strikeouts. So that's why I'm a little curious to see why this strikeout prop number is as high as it is at 4.5. Not that 4.5 is some, like 7.5 mark or anything like that, but it's high for a pitcher like Ben Martin. The last time he had a start where he had more than 3 strikeouts, which has actually only happened once this year, it was his first start of the season, May 17th against the Royals. So beyond that, he's had 3 or less strikeouts in every single start this year. And the prop is 4.5. So we'd have to get all the way up to 5 strikeouts. Seems like a stretch based on our projections and the results for Ben Martin this year. So the next bet of the day, under 4.5 Ks for Martin. Final bet of the day, it is another strikeout prop, another under. This one a plus money bet. Drew Smyly under 5.5 strikeouts. And to be honest, Smyly's pitched fairly well this year. He's a 3.47 ERA, and then his expected ERA and his FIP a little bit higher. Nothing crazy, though. 4.09 expected ERA, 4.13 FIP. So he has been a little bit lucky. He's a strand rate around 80%, a 288 BABIP, things that should regress. But all things told, Smyly's really not been a terrible pitcher this year. He's been quite solid. But the thing that stands out the most to me about Smyly is how he's found success this year. He used to be a really high variance starter, generated a lot of strikeouts, but also walked a lot of hitters. And he's done the inverse this year. He started to throw a lot more strikes to lower his walk rate, but it's also decreased his strikeout rate quite a bit. So Smyly has a 20.3% K rate this year. That is the lowest mark of his career. He also has a 5.4% walk rate, also the lowest mark of his career. So this is a much different looking pitcher than we've seen in the past. And as a result, the strikeout upside isn't there in quite the same way. So like I said, the over-under for Smyly strikeouts is 5.5. And the reason I think the number is what it is because he put up 6 against the Cardinals in his last start. And the Cardinals are one of the best offense in baseball against left-handed pitching. So that individually was a really impressive performance. But it was only the second time all year that Smyly had 6 or more strikeouts. So out of 17 starts, he's had 5 or less in 15 of them. So now we're getting a 5.5 number that's also plus money on the under. Given the results of Smyly this year and the fact that, like I said, the strikeouts haven't really been there as he's focused more on throwing strikes, I think this is a good number to take the under on, especially when we're getting plus money. So final bet of the day, under 5.5 Ks for Drew Smyly. Let's get another clean slate of bets today, hoping to go 3 for 3, just like we did yesterday. So to recap, the bets for Saturday, hoping to cap off what's been a good week for us over here. Alex Cobb over 4.5 strikeouts, Davis Martin under 4.5 strikeouts, and then finally Drew Smyly under 5.5 strikeouts. 2 of those are plus money bets. So overall, 3 bets, 3 strikeout props. That's what I like today. But what do you guys like? Let me know below in the comment section. If your bet wins, get a chance to win some free prizes, and it could be anything on the board. Money line, run line, player prop, whatever it is you have money on, that works below. You don't have to pigeonhole yourself into any one particular bet. I like to bet strikeout props because that's what I'm most successful with. Doesn't mean it have to be what you guys have money on. Other than that, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you have a great weekend. Like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and I'll see you all again on Monday.